Hey folks, what's going on today? I've had a pretty good one over here. We had some pretty decent weather. Mind you, we have been seeing a heck of a lot of smoke from all the forest fires up north of here and in Quebec. Pretty crazy to be hundreds of kilometers away, but you can still smell and see the smoke in the air. It's just never seen it before. We're living in quite a world these days, aren't we? Now we are heading up to a new town that I've added up on the top of the hill. We are going to be scooting around the broken bridge. If you guys saw, I think it was the first video I did, maybe the second video. I kind of went up here. It was really early stages. I've done quite a bit more up here, added a whole bunch more to the snow. This whole video is going to be ripping in snow. And we are going to have a few tasks that are going to be taking the route up to this place. There's going to be a few different ways. Again, we got a down bridge, so there's going to be a contract to open that to take a bigger trailer up. I'm going to make sure this road can handle, I believe I'm going to make us take one of the high saddle trailers up to this town at some point. We're going to have to run it through some of the snow, which is fairly deep. This is my first rip through. I never really test before I show you guys this stuff. I figured we might as well experience it at the same time. So last time we come through here, it was pretty easy to get through, and right now it's definitely got a little more challenge. We're in the Baja crew, John Hot Rod, and this is Gaskell's, one of his trailer packs. I'll link it down below. I just thought it was a neat little trailer to pull, and it's kind of going to be heading up this to this town, so seems somewhat appropriate. Anyways, this town will have a few tasks. They're going to be cut off because of this broken bridge, so this is one of the routes you can take around the town to get up to the bridge. It's pretty good snow depth in spots. I've tried to mix it up. I'm not really sure. I mean, John Hot Rod's mods are usually relatively enhanced stock, we'll say. I got to set it up with all the stock stuff in terms of tires and that, so it looks like it's going to be a challenge. If you guys like what we're seeing with the snow depth here, let me know. There's going to be a few ways to get up here. Like I said, this may be the shortest route, but you're gonna have to deal with the unclean roads, and what we're gonna do is just duck off here. We went straight last time, but we're gonna turn and head over on the trail that's gonna cut around this valley and get you down to the town. You can't really see, but in the background there's a lake down there, a frozen lake. I can only use one ice. I don't have enough PBR materials, which is what the snow, the grass, the dirt. Doing a snow level uses up basically everything, so I essentially have like 5 things instead of like 12 usually. So I can only choose one kind of ice, and I figured not the breakable ice, because I'm going to use it in a few spots. There's going to be a few small ponds up top and that, and I just figured I can use the regular ice a bit more in the map, is I guess why I chose it. And it's probably fun to go do a little ripping around on and sliding. I'll make sure I ice it up and maybe leave a few sections without snow on it so it's slippery. This little trail right now is a little bit wider than I intended it being. I want it to be a bit of a goat path. It's you got to be careful when you're laying down. Basically what I do in the editor is I make the road invisible. That way the snow shows up over top of it. But when I make the road invisible, if I accidentally put any bushes in it or trees or anything, they'll spawn right in the middle of the road because it ignores the road. So I've gone carefully on this one on the first try, and I'll feather it all in, but picture this trail as being a fairly tight little trail. Gonna do my best to leave enough definition that you can find your way through, but Up here is going to be pretty open, and I would definitely encourage just free roaming anyways. The only thing that you're going to run into that might stop you is really steep hills. So yeah, Giver, it's going to be one of those ones, especially up top, that you can choose your own adventure by all means. Now, a few ideas I have for tasks. I was thinking of making a hunt camp kind of setup up here, that maybe an upgrade on the building, a few things to bring up here. It's going to be the usual recovery tasks. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble saying that word today. They'll probably be my typical 5, 6, 7 kind of deals. More than that, it's, mind you, I can use a lot more trucks in this because this isn't quite as trailing focused overall. So I'll make sure there's a few good trailer truck combo tasks and recovery stuff, so don't worry about that. Definitely a lot of recovery opportunity up here in the snow. The snow definitely changes up the challenge, and I know I've seen people saying we haven't had a real good snow map for a while. So this one's not all snow, but I would say at least 50% of it is going to be riding through various levels of snow, whether coming down the mountain and you're kind of in a hybrid snow mud, or all snow right up top, or right down you're going to be in the grass. But there's going to be quite a bit of opportunity to play around in both, which I really think should be a fun dimension to this map. But you guys will be the judge of that, so you got to let me know. As far as other tasks, like I'm going to separate the cargo loading. There's going to be 3 little town villages, and they're going to have a couple small factories in each one. So down below you'll have the log station, or the lumber mill. The log station's over in the far corner. This town, I think, is going to have some metal and stuff. You'll see there's a factory or two. We're going to actually go down through the town. You can see it's just kind of roughed in, but you got a general layout and the look of the place. And it's going to be just down where the snow is starting to change back, so you'll see a slightly different biome in a sense. And then the other town, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to put in it, but I do want to make, as I've said before, I want to make this a much more mission focused map with some trailing in it, and kind of get back to that again. So there will be more bigger hauls. It won't just be scouts, although there'll be plenty of work and adventuring to explore the trails with the scouts to start with. There are going to be trails that you don't want to take loads down, and shortcuts that look like they might be quicker and may turn out quicker depending how you drive. So there should be a lot of options in this adventure that's coming up. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you hanging around and listening to me again, and I hope it's starting to get you a little bit excited what you're seeing coming out of this map. Please throw your ideas out there in the comments, or I've actually hopped back into the Snowrunner Discord, so if anyone wants to catch me there, any questions, any ideas, anything, let me know, and I will definitely work it into the map the best I can. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a good one.